My name is Melissa Goodwin, and I decided to come here for treatment because at that time I was having chronic headaches every day, actually. And I had chronic neck pain. I had loss of range of motion to be able to turn my head, and very frequent shoulder pain, chronic lower back pain. Um, and difficulty with some of my everyday tasks. And the state that I was in just became unsustainable. And so I knew I needed help. Well, first of all, I'm just very grateful to not be in chronic pain anymore. And for me, when I am in pain, even mild pain, it just becomes pretty much all consuming for me. It's hard to concentrate. It it affects me emotionally. It makes me feel sad and mad and vulnerable. And it just pretty much dampens my everyday sparkle. And so I'm just so grateful to not be in pain anymore. But also, I found that I love to cook, and I love to cook big homemade meals. And back before getting treatment here, I was really having a hard time standing for a long time with cooking, but now I can cook a meal for 3 hours and be just fine. And I was even just having a hard time with everyday things like bending over to change my socks and shoes hurt, and needing to lean on something for support, but now I can do that just with ease. And so I'm just so grateful to just feel so much more comfortable in my body with everyday life. I would definitely recommend modern movement to my friends and family, all of my friends and family. One, obviously, because I've gained such relief from all of my um, bodily issues, my pain, my headaches. And from day one, I've just felt like I've been in really good hands. And of course, I would want my friends and family to be in the best hands possible also. And I just have felt like my care has been so thorough and kind and targeted specifically to me and my needs, very comprehensive. And so I absolutely would want the people in my life who I know and love to come here too. I'd also just love to share that in my very first appointment here, I was going through a really rough time in my life personally. Just had a lot on my plate that I was trying to stay strong for. And then I was also in just a lot of physical pain. And in my very first appointment, my first adjustment with Dr. Brittany, because I was feeling so safe and feeling cared for when I had been spending so much time taking care of others at that time in my life, um, I I became emotional and started crying. And Dr. Brittany was just beautiful about the situation and very sweet and sincere with comforting me and reassuring me that my emotions, this was a safe place for my emotions, and to take all the time I needed to feel what I was feeling before she got back to the adjustment and told me that I'm allowed to cry in her presence anytime and that she's here for me. And I walked away from it just feeling very sincerely grateful to have been safe to start feeling my emotions in front of her, and to know that was okay, and that she wanted to take very comprehensive care of me, which is exactly the way that I've felt the entire time here. Modern movement medicine takes care of my body and my spirit, and so I'm very grateful for that.